already about it, but Jackie, it's the issue of turning left on Lafayette on Route 73. The planning board reviewed the application. It's the grocery store out there, the Lidl, and the approval was made with the understand that there'd be a restriction of a left-hand turn from Lafayette onto 73. Lafayette's a county road and 73 is a state road, but I guess they need our blessing for having no left turn there. Lou had looked at it, not on, and said that yeah, for safety reasons, it doesn't make sense now to have a left-hand turn lane there. But once the Lidl's there, it'd be even more of a concern of people trying to rush left out there on 73 when they're driving at 30 miles an hour. So it's a first reading.
I always use that left turn.
You use it?
Mm-hmm.
Is it safe?
No, but I use it.
You can still use it even if it's forever.
I just use it, yeah.
Yeah, there would be barricades up.
I would agree that it is not safe, but it's super convenient.
Because I actually think, Mara, you might know, but they've actually got permission to go through the parking lot there out to Cooper, which they didn't have originally.
Oh, that's terrible. That's a terrible intersection. That's why I use the left turn, because the Cooper intersection is terrible.
Yeah, that was part of their planning board. Was it Lidl?
Yeah.
Lidl's got permission from the current property owner there at the that's not, what is that? That's a Marshall's.
Yeah, Kohl's, Marshall's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whole Palazzo to me.
Yeah. So yeah, that whole intersection was a big topic of conversation. And that's always been a topic of concern.
They should put a right-hand turn on both sides of that intersection.
Turn lane.
On Cooper, you mean?
Yeah, to go on 73 north and south.
Yeah, you can do it. The township's got to do it. That's a county road.
Do it before you take that left-hand turn away.
Well, I know there was talk of when Wawa comes in at the Niagara Pools place of having them look at that intersection. I'm not sure if anything's been mandated.
Yeah, we talked to them about that. The other side, Michelle, your side of the Hale Trailer side, to expand that and make a right-hand turn lane that way. But the other side of the street, where that was the Citizens Bank, whatever that is, in the middle of the parking lot there, you can do it. This is the same argument we had with the county. Every time we ask the county for anything, because it's a county road, that the way it's supposed to work, it's supposed to be we pay for the engineering cost, and the county pays for to design it, and the county pays for the construction. But according to Lou Capelli, now with all this coronavirus stuff, but and again, we can have Harry or somebody go through whatever the liaison is there at the county. I forget who it is now. Sue used to be the construction liaison. Lou Capelli claims he's more susceptible to working with Voorhees a little closer, since basically they haven't given us anything in years as far as road construction. So, I mean, I can resurrect that.
Yeah, that would help, especially if you're going to put a Lidl there, because then if you're going to have flow of traffic coming from other Voorhees residents and you take that turn out, that's going to back that corner up even more.
I agree. That's always been a nightmare.
Yeah.
We always try to do this. I know I do, and Stuart always yells at me. I always try to mandate any new construction coming in, that whatever builder's coming in like Lidl, and we can't because of traffic. Basically, the way the law is written, according to Stuart, is that it's the township's responsibility to allow for the proper flow of traffic there, not any applicant. So what we typically like to do is what we did with Wawa, kind of like work with them, and Wawa was willing to spend $1 million for the other intersection up the street when they were going to put the Super Wawa next to TD Bank.
Yeah.
They claim that they're not real. This one's going to cost them a fortune, because there's also that left-hand turn off of 73 onto Cooper. You know, that queue, there is already left-hand turn there,
yeah.
but it's real short queue.
Short.
It's only like 2 or 3 cars. So they
What are
want
you
to
talking about, Mar?
the
Wawa
left-hand turn on 73 where to Barry Hale's place, Hale Trailer.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
where they're
yeah.
going to put a Wawa. Yeah.
I gotcha.
And they want to extend that. And again, they got a price tag of like $1 million, and they came back to the town, us, and well, we don't have any $1 million to do that. So that's going to be
The state highway they want us to pay for?
Right.
yeah, they want the state to pay for it, and the state won't do it. And then that means that they're saying that they have to do it. And then the builder's saying that they can't afford to do it. So they're looking to the township. But that was that same thing that we had with Berlin. Is that township or borough, whatever that is? Because all that Montebello traffic causes that problem, a lot of that problem.
That and Diggerland and
So here's Sam.
Sam's.
Diggerland just filed for bankruptcy, and the whatchamacall?
Wow.
He did
Yeah,
not.
the what's Sam's not Sam's Club, whatever the swimming.
Digger-
Harris Sam.
Sahara Sam.
Sam's. Wow.
I think it's a tactical move because what's going on, but I don't think they have a liquor license and everything. But anyway, sorry guys, I just
that's
catching
okay.
up. I apologize for being late.
That's just what everybody wants, empty amusement parks. Good thing that's not in our.
Sure, it's like having an empty mall.
Or a moldy library.
Yeah.
The lack of mold there.
All right, sorry, Larry. What's next?
Okay, so we're tabling the budget introduction. The good news is that by putting it off till the next meeting, we still can hit the original goal of the July 13th to adopt. That gives us a couple more weeks to fine tune it. 120 is a resolution for the procedures for administration and inspection of federal highways and grant federal highway projects. It's the DOT regulations we have to adopt every year because we are one of the few towns that can get DOT highway grants, but we need to go through these procedures every year to satisfy their requirements. But as I've said before, with the DOT grants, there's a lot of regulations with them, but there's also a lot of money that not a lot of towns apply for. 121 is establishing a municipal tax levy pursuant to Chapter 72. Dean, anything? I know we do it every year, but
The estimated tax one?
yeah, estimated municipal tax levy.
No, we haven't done this in about 10 years.
No?
This is because the state, extended their fiscal year till the end of September. So nobody knows what's going to happen with certifying tax rates, certifying budgets. So this allows us to send bills out next month. Have to do it by June 30th. It's an estimated levy for the entire year, but we're really only sending bills out for the third quarter. And then we'll send up reconciling bills for the fourth quarter and then the next 2 quarters of next year. But the numbers in the estimated levy are the school boards are actual. The county I got from the county CFO, so it's as actual as we can get. The only estimated number at this point is our number.
122 is our shared service agreement with Gisborough for gasoline and diesel services. 123 is the 3-year cooperation agreement with the county for the CDBG grants that we get every year. 124 is approving a change order with the Biglio, a decrease for construction of $1,572. 125 is a performance guarantee for auto lenders. 126 on 73. 126 is a performance guarantee for the virtual birthing center. 127 is a performance bond for Sherwood Glen, and that's a couple home subdivision out there, lots 5 and 6. 128 is a release for performance bond, accepting a maintenance bond for George Z. It's for a salon in town, which is probably suffering right now. And then 129, of course, is supporting Senate Bill 2475, hopefully getting some municipal financial help. Any questions on those? If not, the only other thing I had to discuss before the meeting was talking about the unveiling of the graduation wall. I talked to Mary Ann today, and she said that although it looks done now, she said it won't be done till June 1. They're working through the rest of the week on it, putting in more layers of the students along the wall, and they also have to put on the far left the notation of who made the wall possible. The artists, the committee, the art center, etc. I was looking at today at about 4 o'clock, and there were two girls there in cap and gowns taking pictures. So
Wow.
I know the word's out, but it's still a week from completion, so there's a lot left to do.
Yeah, so real quick, she wanted to know, hold on one second, I'll tell you. How do you guys feel about, so she gave a couple different options. Hold on, so option A, they want to know how to present the mural. So option A, class of 2020 mural project funded by Voorhees Township Committee, created by Voorhees Arts Council, and then listing the artist. Or B, class of 2020 mural project donated by Voorhees Township, funded by Voorhees Citizens Event Foundation, created by Voorhees Arts Council. Or C, we're not certain how you want to acknowledge the wall. So they just want to figure out how we want to acknowledge the wall in conjunction with the Arts Center and then the artists. And then they want to do, and correct me if I'm wrong, Larry, they want to do like a formal unveiling, which is more like an appreciation to the artist and the work that they've done on it. And then, you know, open it up to the community formally. Not all at once, but just, you know, with like socially distant committee members.
I put together, Michelle.
Chief? Sorry.
I put together a rough sort of announcement that I sent to you and Larry and Mary Ann. I don't know if you guys had a chance to look at it.
I did.
You know, just to sort of, if we all agree on the wording of it when we're ready and when Mary Ann's ready, Danielle can probably, you know, put it with the picture of the wall and put it out on our Facebook page, and we can all share it, or however committee thinks is the best way to trot it out, you know. But I think sooner rather than later, because people are starting to go there already. It's not even done yet. I think people will be anxious to go over under the circumstances. So, Michelle, if you get a chance to take a look at that thing I sent, Larry, don't you bother looking at it because we don't want your.
Got it right here. No typos.
And then we can, you know, circulate it to the entire committee, and if everybody's okay with it, yeah, the word's starting to get out. So I think sooner rather than later, you know, we need to let people know about it.
I don't know if everyone saw today too. The governor did announce that beginning July 6th, schools can have outdoor graduation. He's announcing tomorrow how that's actually supposed to work. I guess the DOE is announcing tomorrow how that's supposed to work, but there is going to be some sort of outside graduation starting July 6th, anytime after that.
I love that he announces things and then the next day or 5 announces how they're supposed to work.
I've had school boards have, I don't know what Voorhees was doing, but I had one school board who today started filming, kids would come in so they could film them walking across stage, and they were going to combine everything together, and they hired a production company to do it all. And then today they were starting it, and he makes this announcement, so they weren't exactly thrilled.
No.
I have no comment.
Yeah, good luck with that, Lou.
Jesus.
Well, of the options for the sign, I thought the first one was the best because it really is being funded and authorized by committee.
Yeah, I agree, but also in partnership, as long as the artists, you know, that worked on it are recognized, I think that's important.
Well, they will be. Marianne talked about that from the get-go. So
I have one thing. If we have a minute or two,
I do.
I need to replace some of the EMTs that resigned. I think we have 2 ready to go. And I have one firefighter to fill to meet the grant requirement. My anticipation was to check. I don't think we'll get any relief from FEMA about not hiring the extra person, because it could jeopardize the grant, but I will look into that before I send you the information, at least so we do that legwork to see if they'll allow us to keep what we have and not hire the extra person, but I doubt it, but I'll check. But we do have someone ready to go that's off the list. If they say we have to do it, then I'll send you guys an email updating you on who it is, the fact that they said there's no way for us to get around that, and who the 2 EMTs are, the part-timers. That's it. Hit the easy button, Larry.
Hey, Larry, do you want to bring up the drive-in movie thing with these guys now, or you want to wait a little bit? We have time.
No, I had disc golf and chickens still on there, so we did chickens,
Okay.
but disc golf, yeah, go. I mean, I'm sorry, with the for the drive-in, yeah, you've been making some progress.
Oh, okay. So you said yeah. So every year, Citizens Event Foundation pays for the summer concert series at Halloween in the Park, and last year we did drive-in movie night. Obviously, this year everything has to be canceled except for drive-in movie night. So I've contracted with the same guy who's been doing our movies in the park for forever. He actually went out and bought a 40-foot screen, which is double the size of the current screen that we've always played, to make it more appropriate for a drive-in. So since cars, the size of them, the distance was pretty far. So he gave me a phenomenal. Everybody else charges around $3,700 just for the movie projection. That's it. And then you have the cost of labor for Public Works. Joe likes to have 10 Public Works people there. Lou needs, I guess, a couple, 5 cops and stuff. This year, we thought that you guys didn't want to pay for the overtime for the police and fire. I'm not sure where that's at with Dean, with the budget. So the Citizens Event Foundation, we had a meeting. We agreed to pay for everything, but we can't. I would like to do one every week, every Friday or Saturday for the whole summer, but it's too expensive. So for the foundation to flip that bill by itself. So one of the ideas that I had to offset that is, rather than getting 10 Public Works, since the foundation's paying for it, only hire 5 of them and then get 5 or 10 volunteers to come in to, because the real only thing to do is direct traffic. It's not any, tough stuff. Then Lou, you can tell me the minimum number of cops we might need. The mall has mall security. They'll donate that, and some other people volunteer. So the question to you guys on committee, we can afford that way to do 4, which is, it's 4 throughout the whole summer. I would like to do more than that. If you think committee can see its way clear in investing anything in the way of the Public Works department, that overhead probably, if you guys can commit to probably about $2,000 per event, I can put more on. Right now, the foundation's paying for 4. So we can do more if you guys want to do more, but it's up to you guys.
I think 4 is enough.
Okay. Okay.
Actually,
That makes it easy.
It's actually 3 more than I wanted to do, but.
Well,
Yeah.
So one of the other thoughts to help offset it is let Voorhees residents in for free, and other people, because they're all going to. No, it's not being sponsored by committee, so you don't have to worry about the politicians getting hamstrung on this. This is being brought to them by the foundation and or vendors and stuff. So if you wanted to do that to help offset some of the expense there.
But then what do you would like address check everyone who's coming in?
No, you say license. You have a Voorhees license. Anybody in the car has a Voorhees license. If not, you can buy the tickets online, and you just QR code your phone, and boop, you're in, kind of thing.
What do you think about that, Chief?
Address check?
Yeah.
No, we're not checking. We're just looking at their license.
I see a long line.
It's an address check. What are you looking at their license for? See if they have a good picture?
Just to see if it says Voorhees on it.
Listen, that's Tinder these days. Come on. That's how we're doing it now. Swipe right through. You could do, if you were going to do tickets online, if they input a valid Voorhees address, then they would get the QR code for a free ticket. I mean, are they all advanced tickets or is there pay at the door?
No, well, we're trying to do advanced tickets to avoid having to touch cash, because evidently that's not a good thing to do these days. But again, it's just a way, since the foundation's paying for it, we're just trying to find a way for the foundation to be able to offset some of the expense. It's going to be packed. A lot of towns that usually do it aren't doing it. Like Gloucester Township is not doing it.
That's because we're in a pandemic.
Well, the people want to be entertained, though. They do.
It's a safe way to do it. I mean, they're actually opening up the old-time drive-in movies.
If you remember, last year, everybody got out of their cars.
What movies are you showing?
You guys can pick whatever movies you want. I don't have anything picked out yet. I haven't gotten that far.
How many cars can you fit, Mario?
Well, with this bigger screen, last year we fit 250, but now I'm going to put it on the other side of Boscov's parking lot. We could probably fit 500.
I mean, if it's online payment and if you are going to scan something for tickets coming in.
Yeah, that sounds socially distant.
Yeah, Mayor, I would just note that, the executive order did come out that specifically says there's a bunch of requirements. I'm sure you guys know of them and you can get with me afterwards if we need to.
Okay, for drug movies, yeah, you can't.
Yeah, there's a special, I forget what it was because it didn't really apply to us then, but I can take a look at it for you and just.
Yeah, that'll be good. I mean, I'm just trying to do something for the residents here. So
there's a bunch of
the car events.
Yeah, there's a bunch of restrictions as even what the cars can do.
Very specific.
They have to.
Yeah, it's very specific.
Everybody outside has to be in full PPE, and everybody has to keep their windows up unless your car is 6 feet apart from the car next to you.
That sounds
really?
like.
Is that true?
You can't. The car's got to be 6 feet. It's not.
So
it's not just packing as many cars as you can.
Right.
The problem is if you park next to each other, you can park right next to each other. You're not allowed to put your windows down.
Right, which means you can't hear unless you're providing headphone opportunity. Right.
Well, we do it through the radio. Tune in to 94.1.
So, but then you have to remember too, if it's hot out, people are going to keep their cars on and keep their AC on, which means you're going to have 250 running cars in an area on top of each other, blowing exhaust into the car behind them. So. And
somebody policing to make sure that the windows are up.
Sounds like a party.
I'm just as happy to cancel this one too. I'm just trying to do something nicer.
No, keep it.
It's 7:01, guys.
Okay.
Harry, are you at a picnic?
A picnic. I just walked in.
We'll leave it at 4.
Is Jason coming?
I just texted him. I think he is.
Yeah, I texted him. He responded to me about it a half hour ago.
Let's give him a minute.
There's here. Okay.
That might be the first kiss at a public meeting in Township Committee history.
Oh, I love it.
We're not live yet, so I don't care.
Yep, just let me know when you're ready to go live and I'll hit the button.
Wait till Hillary comes back, then go live.
Yeah, then go live. Yeah.
Anyone else want to make out?
Hell, you want to make out?
I think we're ready, yeah?
I think we're ready.
Oh, wait for Jason, sorry.
Yeah, I see Jason dropped.
His name's there.
There he is.
Hey,
I'm here. I'm multitasking.
Hi, Jason.
A game on his phone.
Hi, Jason.
Okay, if we're ready, I'll start going live.
Do we have anybody waiting?
We had one registered user.
Is it April?
No.
Is it Howard?
No.
Are you ready, John?
We are live, yes.
Okay. I'd like to call this meeting to order. Welcome to the Voorhees Township Committee meeting of May 26, 2020. Please rise and join me in the salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic which
stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Take a roll call, please.
Committeewoman Feprot?
Present.
Committeeman Platt?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Ravitz?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Nacito?
Here.
Mayor Mignona.
Here. Chris?
This meeting is being held in accordance with the requirements of the Open Public Meetings Act. Due notice this meeting has been published by the clerk in both the Courier Post and Inquirer newspapers. Also, a copy of the annual meeting notice has been posted on the bulletin board outside the Township Clerk's office.
Our first matter this evening is the first reading of an ordinance establishing a left turn prohibition from eastbound Lafayette Avenue, County Road 693 onto New Jersey Route 73 North. Do I have a motion on the first reading of that ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none of those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? So carried. The next, I will make a motion to table the introduction of the 2020 budget until June 8th of 2020. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That is tabled. Next is the public portion for resolutions only. If anyone from the public has any comments on any of our resolutions this evening, please come forward or please make an appearance and speak.
Please raise your hand if you would like to speak.
Does not appear if anyone's raised their hand, Mayor.
Okay.
We move to close public portion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Public portion for resolutions is closed. Our resolutions this evening are resolution number 120-20 to adopt the township procedure for administration and inspection of federal and highway projects. Resolution number 121-20, establishing an estimated municipal tax levy pursuant to Chapter 772 PL 1994. Resolution number 122-20, authorizing execution of an interlocal services agreement between the Township of Voorhees and the Borough of Gibbsboro, gasoline and diesel services. Resolution number 123-20, adopting the 3-year cooperation agreement with the County of Camden. Resolution number 124-20, change order number 2 for the 2019 road program to DeMeglio Construction Company, a decrease of $1,572.10. Resolution number 125-20, accepting a performance guarantee and developers agreement for MTW Realty LLC, DBA Auto Lenders, Block 252, Lot 4. Resolution number 126-20, accepting a performance guarantee for Virtua Health Birthing Center, Block 228, Lots 7, 10, and 12. Number 127-20, releasing a performance bond and accepting a maintenance bond for Sherwood Glen Phase 2, Block 71, Lot 5 and 6. Resolution number 128-20, releasing of performance bond and accepting of maintenance bond for George Zugabe, Block 219, Lot 4. And resolution number 129-20, in support of Senate Bill S 2475 and Assembly Bill A 3971, authorizing the issuance of coronavirus relief bonds by municipalities and counties. Do I have a motion for approval of those resolutions?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? So carried. There's no need for an executive session. Next is approval of the Registrar's Report for April 2020, the Treasurer's Report for April 2020, minutes from April 27, 2020, minutes from emergency meeting of April 29, 2020, minutes from May 11th, 2020, and bills posted for May 26, 2020. Do I have a motion for approval of those?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? I will be abstaining from the vote on the minutes of April 27th, 2020 and April 29, 2020. All those in favor of approval, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? So carried. Any comments from our committee this evening? Our final portion is our public portion. If there's anyone from the public that has any questions or comments, please join in.
Again, that'll be from using the raise hand feature on the Zoom app. And it does not look like anyone has raised their hand, Mayor.
Hey, no, seeing no one, move to close public portion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The public portion is now closed and we are adjourned. Good evening.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
everybody.
Hey, back to work. See you guys later.
Yeah.